Well, there's always a need for foster parents, and here to talk about that is Sylvia Roop. She's a lead foster parent recruiter with SAFY of Findlay. Welcome, Sylvia. All right, so lots of needs always for parenting, foster parenting, right?
Absolutely. We are always looking for more foster parents. I think we're never going to be caught up. There's always going to be, unfortunately, children that are in care that need a loving home. So I just kind of wanted to come and talk about how people can inquire and get a hold of me and what that looks like. So essentially, if you reach out to me, which there's many ways to do, you can go to SAFY.org or you can call our main office, right? Mm-hmm. And get my contact information. So we'll schedule what's called an informational session. We'll sit down and you can ask me all those questions. There's nothing that I've never heard before. So I love talking with families, getting them comfortable about the situation, telling them that they can get licensed in 120 days. It takes 24 hours to get trained. We provide all that training. It's hybrid, so it's virtual and in person. We are the ones helping you with your home study and safety audit. All these words and terminology are really new for people. So I like to introduce it to them and kind of be the key, right, to all their questions.
Yeah, so there, a lot of people love kids, and they would love the idea of fostering, but there might be a fear behind that too, because there are a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So maybe break some of those stigmas.
Yeah. So some of the stigmas that I hear and misconceptions is that maybe I can't become a foster parent. Because they think certain situations going on in their lives would break them from that. But I'm here to say that we license single parents, we license single moms, single dads. You don't have to be married. We have same-sex couples. We have couples who live in the same home but aren't married. That kind of situation doesn't really matter to us. We have families who don't own their own home, and that's okay. You don't have to own your own home. We would just need a landlord statement from the person you rent from. So there's lots of misconceptions of like, I'm not able to. Just get a hold of me and I can kind of walk you through that. I think the second misconception is that they have no say, they have no control, right? So there's a state document they would fill out of all the ages they're willing to consider. Are they willing to consider male and female, right? Those kinds of things. You do have a say in the type of child that you're willing to welcome into your home. So I think it's really important that even though you're fostering, you still get to hold some of that control.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I hear all the time is that they don't want to get too attached. And I completely understand those feelings are very valid, right? But that's the point. These kids need you to get attached. These kids need to know that they are lovable and desirable and that there is a family that can love them to death and give them everything that they need. That's the point.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of children out there that are just looking for that just loving home to come home to.
Yep.
They want a roof over their head, where someone to say, "How was your day?" Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually really easy to become a foster parent, as you said, and there's lots of information that is provided. We have a QR code on the screen that's showing right now, and you just scan that with your phone under the photo app, and it'll take you to the process of just getting that information, right?
That'll take you directly to my calendar, to my bookings link. So if you scan that and you fill out your information, you will get in direct contact with me. You'll get to see open availability for let's schedule that informational session just so you can learn more. You're not signing up. I'm not going to make you say, hey, this is what we're doing. You are simply just taking the next step on wanting to learn more.
Yeah.
And I also think it's important for those who can't become a foster parent, that there's other ways that you can help. And so we are always accepting donations for new duffel bags.
Yeah, school's right around the corner, so
Yep.
you want to have those kids go in there feeling, shiny and new, I guess, and ready to start the school year.
Yeah.
Well, SAFY, or Sylvia, thank you so much for coming out today. Get out there. If you're thinking about it, just reach out and get the information that you need. So thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.